live on our YouTube and also our Facebook channel for this one. All right.
Took you away.
We got a veteran, we got a veteran chilling with us this afternoon, you know. You think it's Joe? Yeah, that's true, there. Start it again, my DJ. Hold on there. Start it again from top. All right. Take notes now.
Trains and boats and planes were passing by. They mean a trip to Jamaica home for someone else, but not for me. The trains and the boats and planes took you away from me. We were so in love and high above. We had a star to wish upon when dreams come true, but not for me. The trains and the boats and planes took you away from me.
Talk about foundation, talks about longevity, talk about music with substance and vibe and energy you can't match. Talk about this now.
Tails and body nails are gone, but in my mind I know they will still live on and on. But how do you thank someone who has taken you from crayons to perfume? It isn't easy, but I'll try. If you wanted the sky, I would ride across the sky in letters that would soar.
True and authentic, one drop sound. What you talking about? What you talking about? What can match the era there? You tell me. I go wait. Hold on there. I have a whole heap of patience. I waiting.
The time has come for closing books and long last looks must end. And as I leave, I know that I am leaving now.
Do me a favor and share up the live there. You see that iconic woman there? On this International Women's Day, she needs to get her flowers before she dies. She needs to get her flowers before she is passed on by. Right. You know, many a time all over the years when you hear about them kind of one-drop song and you hear about people ramming out the dance with them kind of thing, that's always the men at the forefront. You never realized we had a woman, a stalwart, standing up strong in the midst as well. Well, there she is. Debbie Defire is the name. Get used to it.
I will try to make a start, but I would rather if you let me give my heart to serve with love.
Alright, pull up that one there right there so let me start the conversation. By now you already know what time it is, right? You already understand the sittings and you know what time it is, right? You understand his manners and respect from this moment going on forward, right? Alright, let me go on over and say good afternoon. Debbie, I don't even listen, man. I want to address you so highly. I mean, you listen. You inspire on so many levels. I am so honored on this International Women's Day to be able to highlight you, give you some of your flowers because I don't think we could give you enough here alone. But also to make sure that you know what. the rest of the world understand that this champion woman was there back then and still here present today, ensuring that she adds this lovely, awesome flavor to the whole world of music. And we are honored. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mareen.
How are
Good
you?
afternoon. I'm good, I'm good. Good.
Deb, for person who don't know, I know my thing, and you know me, and you and I connected way back, and you know we always vibe on a different level. But you know, for a lot of young people, new people now coming into the industry, and they don't know what time it is. I think it's our responsibility to teach. You understand? And to ensure that
Mhm.
they understand, you know, a lot of the foundational part of these things. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your musical journey from back then, and take us up to now.
Well, actually, I started in the 70s and became pro. I'd say I became pro in 1978 when I did traveling with Lee Perry, Scratch Lee Perry.
Scratch, yes. Oh, God
Yeah,
bless his soul. May he rest
and
in peace.
I did that piece for him traveling. I wrote that. So
Wow.
um my journey started long before that. So um I was always participating in festivals and school plays and concerts, all that stuff. I was always into that kind of stuff. So my musical journey really started early.
Right. And you
But
Jamaican for the purpose of persons? Are you Jamaican or are you living in the UK? Give us a little insight there.
okay, well, I was born in Britain, but my
Yep.
parents are Jamaican. So
Right.
they moved back to Jamaica with me as a toddler. So I grew up in Jamaica and then I moved to Chicago where I did a lot of live entertainment the years in Chicago, a lot of performing, live performances and some recording. But in 2018, I decided I needed to do something towards, get back into my music. And this time I said to myself, if I did it, I wasn't going to go halfway. If I started, I'm going to finish the project. So I started a project, and the project was supposed to be, I just wanted to do one song. And then I got back, I got the bug. So I ended up doing an album and I've done several singles since then. But I'm
Yeah.
just, as you say, I'm doing what I love. And there's a catalog of music that I have, and I'd like to get them done before I can't do much more because the voice changes. You
Yes.
know,
Yes. Yes.
the voice changes. Luckily, I'm able to work with what I have, but you never know. So, and for young people, it's the best time for them for music because being an independent artist, now is the best time. But know this: if you have a producer producing you, they are going to control the masters because it's their stuff.
Yes.
So unless you know your copyrights, always make sure you know your copyrights and know what you're dealing with to begin with. Because I didn't know that when I started in the business. And I
Right.
lost out big time because I had a million seller in 77 that I actually penned. That was my idea, Uptown Top Ranking. And
Uh huh.
and I
Nothing
never
out of
got,
it.
I never got my credits for that. But,
Wow.
but I've still had a wonderful musical journey. and you
Yes,
know,
indeed. You are.
so
You're up to this date. You're influencing a lot of people now. You're taking under your wings, and you actually write for them. You collaborate. You get a lot of the some. So maybe it might not be your voice, but your vibe is still being put out there through other people as well. So let's talk a little bit about that. Some of the
yes,
people that you work with or you wrote for.
well, I wrote for Rosary in 2019, 18 or 19. I wrote a song called Dip and Wine It, and that became a hit
Yes.
for her. That gave her first million views. I think it's 1.9 million views so far on that. I also did some writing for Jinako. He's from Tanzania. I did some writing with Hugh Masekela when he was alive. Yes,
Oh,
I have a song called Respect that I did with, we both wrote that together.
wow.
Yeah, so
That is huge. He was quite an icon himself. Well, was sorry. Well, I
yes,
say is
yes,
because his product and his work is still there for us to to learn from, to experience and to enjoy.
yes,
Yeah, certainly.
yes.
Let's talk Debbie
One,
now. Go
mhm.
ahead. You go.
That's okay.
All
It's
right.
all right.
What I wanted to talk about a little bit, because I mean your style of music back then in the 70s and this time, these were times that it was a male dominated industry. And a woman like you
Still is.
coming with them kind of energy and them kind of vibe, they're trying to tackle the men and them in their own field. Was it a battle or challenge for you getting the respect, or was it that they embraced you from day one? What was it like in that light?
It's always been a challenge as a female artist, because there were things that where my male counterparts would get considered for certain things.
Yes.
And when I was the only female that was like working and working my butt off, and they would not include me. But I never
Right.
made that got into my way because it's what I love, and I do it because of the love of it. So, I never made that get into my way of, I don't let that cloud me to
Right.
think that somebody's trying to stop me, because nobody can stop you but yourself. And
Absolutely.
sometimes you yourself can be your biggest enemy, you know what I mean? So
Truth. Truth.
before I go blaming somebody else, but it's not been an easy road, but I've kept true to what I believe and what I love. And I'm doing what I love, and I do it from the heart, So, and most of my songs, I write all my songs, apart from the two you just played.
What a thing. Oh man. Right. So what is it? What is it? What is the? I mean, of course, the Jamaican industry. Have you been able to work closely with a lot more of them? Of course, Lee is a product of Jamaica.
Well,
But
when I started out, I had good people behind me. I was around people that motivated me, and I watched them work. Like I watched Bob, Peter Tosh, Jacob Miller. These were the people I was around.
right.
I worked with Jimmy Cliff. I did some backup on his Give Thanks album. He credited
Nice.
me for that. I worked
Right.
with Judy Mowat. So in my early years, I really didn't realize the kind of people that I was around. For
Right.
really, I did, because you just there doing your thing. You know what I mean? So,
That's
but
true.
now, because I went to see Bob's movie,
Yes. Yes.
and I was like, I came out of there feeling so motivated, and I was like, wow, because it took me back.
Right.
it took me back because I can remember being at Tough Gong and stuff. So I can, it just took me back to those days. I was like, oh, when I came up in there, I was motivated, girl. So I was
No.
like, yo, and it's great to see his growth even in death. This is what you call life after death.
Absolutely. Is
That's
that
what
is
I call,
right? Is
yeah.
that something you hope to to achieve as well? Life after that, through your music
Um,
and your impact.
well, nobody can be Bob Marley.
Certainly not, but
But maybe in my own rights, I hope they recognize my songwriting abilities. I'd like to be, yeah. I hope they recognize that.
all right,
But
Debbie
I'd
White
like to
stand
see that before. I'd like to see that before I go.
before you go. Like get your flowers now. Why not? I totally agree. Where are you at right now, Debbie? In terms of you like you said, you got a catalog of stuff that you still want to put out there. You still have some stuff in there that you're trying to get out there before, like you said, before anything. God forbid anything. You're trying to get those catalog of music out there. What else is on the cards for you right now? What are some of the other things that you're engaged in right now at present?
Well, I'm working. I have some songs that I'm sitting on to release later this year. This new track that's coming is called Old Papa. And this track will be dealing with the plight of a single mother and what they go through to raise their children on their own. I hope to say, like, Old Papa is the guy who walks away and leaves his children for some
Unattended.
reason or the other. He could have gone with another woman, he could have passed away, he could have gone to jail. You know, lots of things can happen to let the man move
True.
away from his children. But
Absolutely.
you have to, I think, right now, the single parenting hurts the child because every child wants their parent.
Truth. Truth.
you know so I would like to bring some awareness with that song, and it's a really, really good song, and I tell the story perfectly. I love the way I told the story. It's
Absolutely.
really a good story.
And is it along the same line that the authentic one drop reggae vibe? I like that kind of vibe. I mean, I know a lot of the times that we're saying that the music are transitioning, but nothing beats that authentic sound. Is it on that authentic beat, or you played around with it a bit?
No, I'm playing around. It's what you call
Okay, I can work with that.
afro
Afrobeat.
afro pop. Yeah,
Oh,
afro pop. But still having the roots
yes,
to it, you know what I mean? So with me delivering it, I don't leave out my little patois here or there to I won't leave that off at all,
absolutely. Oh, that is
but
good
I
stuff.
sit, for me, I think I like to sit between jazz and reggae.
Yes,
That's where because of the tones in my voice really fits that genre, you know. And what I'm really trying to do too is go back into to do some roots
yes,
where I started, like with traveling back in the days with Lee Perry. So I'm trying to go back and do some dubs. So if I can do
nice.
a few dubs, I'm looking to do a few dubs and mix it up a bit. So yeah.
Wonderful. That is great stuff. That is great stuff, Debs. It was an honor. I couldn't listen. We tried to connect on so many occasions before, and I think it was not by chance that we get to connect on this day, International Women's Day, when we kind of highlight, a musical prowess like yourself that's been doing it back from since then, the 70s, when this was, so male dominated that you travailed back then,
It
and you
still
were.
is. It still is.
Exactly, exactly. So certainly, the honor was on us. For listeners and persons who may, probably just finding out about you and want to, keep abreast, where can they follow you? What is your handles? You are on Instagram. How can they
Yeah.
find you?
I'm Debbie Defire everywhere. Google me, Debbie Defire. I'm Debbie Defire everywhere.
And that's Debbie
D
Defire.
E Fire.
Right. Certainly. And
Yeah,
your music is on all of the streaming platforms.
all the streaming platforms. And you can find me on www.debbiedefire.com.
Wonderful. Debs, just before we wrap up, it's International Women's Day. Lucian women are probably tuned in at this time. You want to throw out any little bit of encouragement, little motivation, anything you want to say to the ladies locked on?
Yes, to all the ladies in St. Lucia today. I know that you guys are some pretty ladies.
Yes,
Oh,
man.
you yourself are gorgeous.
Thank you.
Anyway, happy Women's Day to you all. Mothers, we're mothers, we're aunties, we're sisters, we're cousins, you know. So we stick together. Big
Absolutely.
love to all the mothers, all the women
Absolute.
out
Very well
there.
said. Thank you, Debbie, and all the best. You are not no stranger, so certainly we're looking forward to the new stuff. We're looking forward to that one that you mentioned as well.
Are you
So,
playing trust? Are you playing trust today? Did you get
oh,
trust?
I did get. Did we get trust? Yeah, we got trust. We're gonna play trust. Certainly, we're gonna play trust. As a matter of fact, we're
Trust
gonna
is,
play trust
trust
now.
is the newest release.
All
That's
right. Well,
what
we're gonna play
two,
it.
two, three
Certainly.
weeks.
Wonderful. So we're gonna do that. But thank you so much, and it was an honor having you as part of our show this afternoon. We appreciate that.
Thanks for having me.
Always an
Thanks
honor.
for having me.
All
Big
right.
love to all the St. Lucians out there. One love.
Manners.
Hope that I can come and visit one day.
Why not? That'll be beautiful. Just link up. Well, yeah, just link up. Yeah.
All right then.
All right. Thank you, Debs.
Take care.
Have a good one. Let's
You
roll into
too.
trust there. Yeah, man. Trust. Let me touch trust. We going out on trust. Debbie, thank you again.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Baby, let me love ya all night and we can watch the sunrise when morning comes. I do believe this love is real.
latest track out right now. You can go stream it on all of the streaming platforms. It's Defire. Trust this one is called. She got a catalog of music like we said, man. You definitely listen. See the energy there? The energy there authentic. You need to tap into that energy there. Trust me. You'll be a better person for it as well. This is where we wrap up our drop-in segment for today. It was quite an honor. Quite fitting. And we had a ball of a time doing so, having that chat with our lovely, lovely guests. All right. Just about time for us to wrap up this hour and hit into another 15 minutes to come to you with the compliments of Massey Stores. That's coming up next. All right. Stay with us. All right. Good.
This is the Caribbean Sound, Radio Caribbean International.